Hello students, I am your biology lecturer. In the previous class we discussed about the mutation which occurs in the genetic code which causes the serious diseases, that is known as the frame shift mutation and point mutation. Today we will discuss about last topic in the protein synthesis, last step in the protein synthesis, that is the translation. Okay, already transcription is over, means already mRNA, tRNA and rRNA are ready for the protein synthesis process, that is known as a translation. Translation is one of the step in the protein synthesis. It is a formation of protein by mRNA, tRNA formation and rRNA, means otherwise we can write process of polymerization of amino acid form a polypeptide. You know that the peptide bond which is present in between the proteins, that's why it is the protein structure is known as a polypeptide chain. Okay, we can say the process of formation of polypeptide by the RNA. Okay, this is the second step of protein synthesis. Before going to start the actual process of translation, firstly you have to understand the clear structure of mRNA. We already discussed about mRNA, but few points which we left. Three prime, 5 prime. Okay, you know that this is the 5 prime capping. This is the tail region. Okay, this one is known as a open reading frame, but in that open reading frame some of the space which are having the initiation codon, and lastly some of the sequences which having the stop codons. The region five prime and 3 prime end having UTRs, in the sense untranslated regions, means during the translation these are the regions which are not necessary for translation, they are not going to translate. The region which is having the pure, means this is the actual open reading frame. This only a gene is going to be translate. Okay, the UTRs are present in both the sides of mRNA which are not necessary for the translation, means the translation is not occurred in this region. The translated region is open reading frame. Okay, remember this UTRs. UTRs are the untranslated regions. In the initiation region in mRNA, initiation codon, in the initiation region initiation codon is AUG, which codes for methionine. Always AUG is present in the starting point, that is the initiation codon. Okay, which is going to be recognized by the RNAs. Okay, here the AUG is a codon which is present in the particular sequence. initial sequence is known as Kozak sequence. Kozak sequence means it's having a somewhat 8 to 10 nucleotide. At the end of 8 to 10 nucleotide, it having the AUG, which is going to recognized by the rRNA. The Kozak sequence of mRNA is recognizes by ribosome. rRNA in the sense which is present in the ribosome. Okay. Next we will discuss about the structure of ribosome. Ribosome is very necessary for binding to the mRNA. Okay. Here after mRNA, this is about the mRNA. Now we can discuss about ribosome or rRNA. Okay. The ribosomes are always disabled in the form, means usually we know the structure of ribosome, it's like this, but usually in the cytoplasm both the subunits of ribosomes are separated in the form, means disabled form. Okay. The large subunit in case of eukaryotes, large subunit is 60S, small subunit is 40S. In case of prokaryotes, small subunit is 30S, large subunit is 50S. Okay. 80S type of ribosome, 70S type of ribosome. Okay. Here the RNA having the 3 different sites for the attachment of mRNA as well as tRNA, means RNA which is catalyze the reaction, it act as a enzyme. Ribosome catalyzes the reaction, it also acts as enzyme, that is why it is known as ribozyme. Okay. Eukaryotic ribosomes are the aggregation of rRNA plus many types of proteins. Okay. In the last class while discussing about the rRNA, I mentioned all the types of subunits with the proteins. Okay. Here the protein biosynthesis occurs in the cytoplasm, the protein synthesis which is occurs in the cytoplasm. Okay. Here this is a small subunit, this one is a large subunit. In the large subunit, wait, I will draw another diagram. Here this one is a small, this one is a large. Okay. In that the RNA having the large subunit of the RNA having, a large subunit of the ribosome having 3 different sites. E, P, A sites. These are the different sites which are present in the large subunit of RNA, means the sites are like this. Here first site is known as the amino acid tRNA entry site. Amino acid tRNA entry site. Okay, then this one is a peptide exit site. Then here it is a uncharged tRNA exit site. E is exit site, A is entry site, P is a peptide exit site, peptide binding site, and it is also going to exit. Okay. Here below these sites there is a means the mRNA is going to attach here. This is the mRNA. Consider this is the mRNA. Okay. Below that mRNA there is a in that ribosome. Below that mRNA there is a specific RNA is present in the ribosome that is monitoring that mRNA. mRNA is entered into the ribosome with a hole known as mRNA entry site. mRNA enters here and exits here, means during the translation process the ribosome move on the mRNA does not move anywhere. Okay, continuously the ribosomes are moving in the on the mRNA. Okay, this is the structure of mRNA. You have to remember in the ribosome, this is structure of ribosome. In the ribosome, in the large subunit there are 3 sites: EPA entry site, peptide exit site, E is a exit site. Okay. Now we will discuss about structure of tRNA or transfer RNA. Okay. The structure of tRNA we already discussed that, even though I will draw here. This is known as a psi U loop, this is known as a D loop, 5 prime, 3 prime. Okay. This one is a acceptor R. Then below here this is the known as anticodon loop. This is anticodon loop. Here the anticodons which are present, they are complementary to the mRNA codons which is present in the mRNA. Okay. Now we can discuss the important segment of the translation, that is the charging of tRNA. Charging of tRNA. Here the ribosome is going to attach on the mRNA, but at the same time the tRNA is going to bind or link with the amino acid which is necessary for that codons. Okay. First point, that is the amino acyl tRNA synthesis enzyme. Okay. Here charging of tRNA, the enzyme known as amino acid tRNA synthetase enzyme, amino acid tRNA synthetase enzyme. The amino acid tRNA synthetase enzyme is very necessary for linking the amino acid to the tRNA at the acceptor arm in the 3' end. Okay, there are totally 32 tRNAs are there in the cytoplasm. Okay, for that 32 tRNA, there are only 20 amino acids which are present in the cytoplasm. Means for one amino acid may 2 RNAs are present. Okay, means here just focus. This is the shortcut diagram for the tRNA. Okay, this is the anticodon, this one is the acceptor arm. Always anticodons having the complementary codons to the mRNA. UAC is complementary to the AUG. This is the acceptor arm. This acceptor arm, while during the translation, it accept when this tRNA will bind on the mRNA, it have the specific amino acid UAC code for the methionine. This is the mRNA complementary to the AUG. Okay, this is the known as initiation complex, which is formed by tRNA, mRNA with codons, anticodons with amino acid. Okay. Second, the codon which is present next to the AUG, it will call another tRNA with the same, with the different anticodons, with a different amino acid. Means both the amino acid will bind to form a polypeptide chain. Polypeptide chain will bind due to the tRNA. Okay. Now I will explain a brief summary of, not summary, brief means I will explain the translation in 2 steps. Okay. Just imagine translation firstly, then I will explain the translation detail. Okay. Here translation is a process of formation of peptide bond. We already know that. Okay. Here we have to take the mRNA. We already know the structure of mRNA. This is the 5' capping. This is the poly A tail at the 3' end. Okay. Then in the 5' capping, it have the Kozak sequences. Here I will write everything. Kozak sequences at the end of Kozak, it has the AUG. Okay. Then here you can see from here to here it is a open reading frame. Okay. This is here you can get the stop codons. Then the open reading frame or initiation sequence, that is Kozak sequence, will bind with the ribosome. Ribosome having the specific sequences, sites E, P, A sites. Okay. The codons which are present in mRNA, these are the stop codons. Then firstly, the first tRNA will come and bind to the initiation codon with having the complementary codons like UAC. There is a complementary base pairing. That tRNA must carry the specific amino acid. This is known as a charged tRNA. The tRNA which carries the amino acid, it is known as a charged tRNA. Means the charging of tRNA with the help of enzyme known as amino acid tRNA synthetase enzyme. The AUG codes for which enzyme? Methionine. the particular that enzyme, that tRNA must carry that methionine only, then only the base pairing between codons and anticodons are possible. This is known as a trial and error method. 20 tRNA ಇರ್ತಾವೆ, ಸಾರಿ 30 tRNA ಇರ್ತಾವೆ, 20 ಅಮೈನೋ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾವೆ. ಯಾವ tRNA ಮಿಥಿಯೋನೈನ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, that one only fixed to the AUG. Okay, sorry, here a big mistake. Always the AUG must be present in the A site. Okay, ಇದು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ A ಸೈಟಿಗೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. I will draw another diagram. EPA site. This is the initiation tRNA with carrying a methionine. Okay, these are the codons which are present in the mRNA. Okay, yavaga when the tRNA is bind to the A site with the complementary base pair. Okay, then suddenly, not suddenly, after binding, the ribosome will shift forward, okay, just shift forward. ಯಾವಾಗ ರೈಬೋಸೋಮ್ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, the tRNA which is present in the A site will move to the P site. Yes, of course, ಈ ರೈಬೋಸೋಮ್ ಈ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಈ tRNA A ಸೈಟಿಗೆ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು P ಸೈಟಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, during the translation process there is no movement of mRNA, there is a movement of ribosome on the mRNA. Okay, then it will call another, means the another tRNA will come with carrying the specific, I will take lysine as a second amino acid. Lysine anta henge heltini andra, the codons which is present after the AUG must code for the lysine. Okay, avag only, then only the lysine process, lysine tRNA bind with the second codon. When the methionine tRNA is fixed or linked with the, means which put in the P site, the lysine A vacant ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಇದು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ರೈಬೋಸೋಮ್ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆದರೆ ಈ ಮಿಥಿಯೋನೈನ್ tRNA P ಸೈಟಿಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, A ಸೈಟ್ ಖಾಲಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಆ A ಸೈಟಿಗೆ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ನ್ಯೂ tRNA ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇದು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಬಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ರೈಬೋಸೋಮ್ ವಿಲ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಫರ್ದರ್, ರೈಬೋಸೋಮ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಥರ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ದೆನ್ ದ ಥರ್ಡ್ tRNA will come with carrying the specific amino acid serine. Randomly I am taking here. Okay, then this time it is a very important segment. The tRNA which is present in P site will shift to E site. Yes, ಈ ರೈಬೋಸೋಮ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆದ್ರೆ P ಸೈಟ್ ಒಳಗಿರೋ tRNA E ಸೈಟಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ, A ಸೈಟ್ ಒಳಗಿರೋ tRNA P ಸೈಟಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ನ್ಯೂ tRNA ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ A ಸೈಟ್. ಓಕೆ, means this process is continuous like this. Another tRNA will come with carrying the another amino acid, another tRNA, means this shifting of ribosome will see until and unless the stop codon will come. In the open reading frame, in the mRNA, both the sides of that open reading frame have the initiation codon at 5' end and stop codons at the 3' end. 3' end ಗೆ stop codons ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತಾವೆ. Unless and until the stop codon will not come, the translation will not stop. Translation ಯಾವಾಗ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ when the stop codon will come, that time the tRNA is, means ಯಾವುದೇ amino acid ಇರಲ್ಲ stop codons. The stop codons are the codons which doesn't code for any amino acid. In that condition there is no any charged tRNA remain in the cytoplasm. ಯಾವುದೇ tRNA cytoplasm ಒಳಗಡೆ stop codon ನ ಕೋಡ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಿರಲ್ಲ. Okay, at that time the ribosome will disabled, means disassembled. means ಎರಡು ಸಬ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರೈಬೋಸೋಮ್ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ, 2 ಸಬ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ರೈಬೋಸೋಮ್ ವಿಲ್ ಡಿಸೆಂಬಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ಒಂದು ಸಬ್ ಯೂನಿಟು ಮತ್ತು ಅನದರ್ ಸಬ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ದೆನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಲೇಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ it is the initiation codon which is fit in the A site of ribosome. At that site the charged tRNA will come and bind, another tRNA will come, means the ribosome is move further or forward direction in order to call the different tRNAs with carrying the different amino acids. Here important thing, in the P site ಮತ್ತು A ಸೈಟಿಗೆ ಇರುವಾಗ the consider first tRNA which is present in the P site, okay, the second tRNA which is present in the A site. There is a possibility of bonding the 2 amino acid. The ribosome will help for the formation of peptide bond. Ribosome small subunit ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, the peptide bond formation ಗೆ help ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. The peptide bond formation with the help of small subunit of ribosome in between the 2 amino acids in P and A site. Okay, ಮತ್ತೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ರೈಬೋಸೋಮ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋದರೆ the third amino acid will come, means the first tRNA which carries methionine. ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಇದೇನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಪಾಲಿಪೆಪ್ಟೈಡ್ ಚೈನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, the tRNA is uncharged. That uncharged tRNA will come in the place of E, that is the exit site. Okay, when the tRNA will sit in the exit site, it will exit through the door, exit door in the exit ಆಗ್ತದೆ, means uncharged tRNA will exit in the E place. ಈ ಥರ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ tRNA A ಪ್ಲೇಸಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾವೆ, ಪೆಪ್ಟೈಡ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ, ಎಕ್ಸಿಟ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ. ಚಾರ್ಜ್ tRNA ಬರ್ತಾವೆ, ಪೆಪ್ಟೈಡ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ, ಎಕ್ಸಿಟ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ರ್ಯಾಂಡಮ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್. ಸಣ್ಣಗಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಭಾಳ ರ್ಯಾಂಡಮ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್. ಅರೌಂಡ್ 200 per second 200 ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ತವೆ ಪರ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್. ಅಷ್ಟು ಫಾಸ್ಟಾಗಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಲೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೇನು ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ, ಮಿಥಿಯೋನೈನ್, ಲೈಸಿನ್, serine, glycine and leucine, means this is a polypeptide or protein we get. Last ಒಳಗೆ ಏನು ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ, protein. This protein is very necessary for the phenotypic expression. This is our translation. Okay, tomorrow I will explain the every steps of translation. Translation also occurs in 3 steps. Translation is occurs in 3 steps: initiation, elongation and termination. Initiation, elongation and terminations are the steps of translation. I will explain everything which occurs in initiation, elongation and termination detailedly in the next class. Okay, I hope all of you getting this one. Then important thing, for the translation the ATP is very necessary. For bonding and discharging the ATP, the energy which is stored inside the cell is always in the form of ATP. ATP in the sense adenosine triphosphate. Energy stored inside the cytoplasm in the form of ATP. Okay, that is utilized during the protein synthesis, or we can say that is utilized during the translation process. Protein synthesis ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ATP ಬೇಕೇ ಬೇಕು. Due to the help of ATP, the translation will occur. The translation process is very specific and very efficient process. Okay, the bonding of tRNA, binding of ribosome on the mRNA, Kozak sequences, the movement of ribosome. For the movement of ribosome, it requires the ATP. Okay, means we can say that ATP is one of the essential factor for the translation process. Okay, I will explain each and every point in the next class. Okay, please watch the videos, don't skip any classes. If you have any doubt, means you can comment or you can text to my WhatsApp number. Okay, thank you. We will continue in the next class.